An art exhibit just opened at the Chicago Cultural Center, and it comes with an advisory. Along with mature content and nudity, some of the paintings use stereotypes to critique racism and sexism in American culture. So fair warning, they didn't pull any punches. Mark Vitale has a story.
The colorful canvases challenge expectations. A painting from 1980 shows Shirley Temple and Bill Bojangles Robinson with their races reversed. The images reveal and provoke and resist easy answers. We spoke with the curator from her home in Baltimore. She told us about the first time she saw Robert Colescott's paintings in the 1970s.
I looked at them and I kind of went, oh my God. The impact of them was so immediate because I really saw the mischievousness of the paintings and really related to it. To walk in and see these paintings that were so naughty and satirical and humorous, but at the same time smacking you around, was probably one of the most revelatory moments of my life.
An autobiographical painting depicts Colescott's parents' move from New Orleans to California. Colescott was a veteran of World War II and well-traveled. He studied with Fernand Léger in France in the 1950s and spent much of the 60s in Egypt. He was the first African-American artist to represent the United States at the Venice Biennale. The curator was a friend of the artist.
Bob was probably one of the most literate artists that I knew in terms of what history is about, but had this unique ability to translate that knowledge into images that were very impactful. A lot of times there are visual puns that you have to sort of really be attuned to. Titles like Colored TV are a play on, both the fact of the colorization of images on TV, but also the lack of representation of Black people.
The late artist made news earlier this year when the Lucas Museum paid $15 million for a canvas that features George Washington Carver crossing the Delaware. That painting isn't in the show, but an early sketch of it is. Before his death in 2009, Colescott had influenced a younger generation of political artists. His own influences were numerous.
Colescott was very interested in popular illustration, the comics, cartoons, Hollywood movies, advertising, the kind of bombardment of images that we experience in culture. He is addressing you in a way that's, filled with irony.
And you sort of recognize certain elements, so that might make you laugh, but then you have to sort of figure out, what are you laughing at?
The Chicago Cultural Center is as busy as it's been in 2 years, with Chris Ware's comic book exhibition, galleries dedicated to the underground magazine Lampoon on its 30th anniversary, and Hi Buddy, a shop that showcases local artists and small manufacturers. Joining these exhibitions is this rare retrospective of the work of Robert Colescott. We asked the curator about the best way to approach the paintings.
I just encourage people to sort of look carefully, resist immediate reactions, try to come to some comprehension of what you're reacting to, if it's, more on the negative side, and sort of see if it's warranted, and sort of see if there's not something that you can relate to in what he's trying to tell you in his paintings.
For Chicago Tonight, this is Mark Vitale.
And the exhibition is called Art and Race Matters, the career of Robert Colescott. It just opened at the Cultural Center. It's free and runs through May.